Hey everybody, it's Miranda here with the I Am Roses design team, and I've got a project to share with y'all today. I have altered one of those paper mache book boxes that you can get at Michael's, and I wanted to do a really romantic but yet still grungy type project. This is for a friend of mine and I really hope she likes it, but it's really mixed media and stuff, but it's also got a lot of really girly, romantic, feminine touches to it. So the first thing I did is I just painted the entire thing white, and then I used the fairy bell paper, so that is on the front there. Of course, most of it got covered up, but you can see it over there. And then on the back as well is the fairy bell paper. And then for the spine of it, I really wanted to lace it up like a corset, but there was no way for my crocodile to get into the this area to punch my holes, so I just did like a faux lace up. There's no holes, it's just all glued to look like it was laced up. And this is some rosette trim that I got from Saw Crafters on Zibbit, and I just used that for the book binding. It's a really pretty like pinkish mauve type color. And then I did the faux lace up with some white seam binding and just had a bow down here at the end of it. So that is the basic overview. And then up here for the book page part, I put music note paper that I had in my stash. And then to close the book, I used this ribbon here, and I attached it to the back of it, and then attached it to the inside of the box before I adhered the paper. It's just some May Arts ribbon that I got when I won a Graphic 45 Facebook thing, and it's really pretty satin. And then I just attached a Tim Holtz trinket pin and a bunch of little charms dangling down, a word stick that says wish, and a clock key, and a little screw, and a little locket, and a little pearl. And excuse my hands, y'all, I've been spray painting, and I've been trying to wash them, but it's just not coming off yet, so excuse my hands. But anyway, I just had that there, and you can see the ribbon, the music note paper goes all the way around. The first thing I did to the front was I really wanted to incorporate this door knocker, and this is one of those art eye cake ones. Super pretty. It's like a lion's head, and then it has all of these little baubles and jewels hanging down from it. Super pretty. So I definitely wanted to incorporate that in there. So I put that there first, and then I just kind of started building off of it. Let me adjust my lighting really quickly, y'all. So I put some doilies up here and then down on the bottom as well, and then I added the Tim Holtz weathered clock. I die cut it out of some grunge board and painted it white and just adhered that where the doilies are. Up here where the binding of the book went, I put this layered pink lace. It's really pretty. A lot of it got covered up, but you can see it just peeking in and out of the background, and the lace looks like this. Show y'all really quickly. It's really pretty lace, so that's what the lace looks like. So that's going up the side there, and then I just did tons and tons of layering, tons of I Am Roses flowers. I peeled the R2s apart, which are these ones right here, and you'll see them, just little layers of that flower poking out pretty much everywhere, kind of blending in because it all got sprayed. But I added those in all over the place. I put a little hinge down here that I cut out with my Tim Holtz hardware die. I've got some different layers of lace here which have all been sprayed and stuff, and a Tim Holtz quote plaque that says live the life that you've imagined right there. I've got a little chipboard gear coming out over there on the side and some lace at the top. All of these swirls are from a Cherry Lynn flourish die, which I don't own, but a friend had sent me some cuts, so I used the last of them on this project. I have some R40 flowers over here. I'll put a link to my blog, and I'll have all the product description on there, so you guys can go to I Am Roses and just click on that and get the flowers automatically without going through the whole store. But you can see they've all been altered. These started out white. They've been sprayed with a ton of different colors. So these are the R3-505s, and it comes with black, white, and then two-tone black and white like this one up here. So those are the black ones right there. I got a little Tim Holtz Muse token, Memento token, can't think of what they're called, but it's poking out down there and it says Masquerade. I've got a Tim Holtz numeral, the 6 right there. This is a, can't remember if it's a Prima resin or a Melissa Francis resin frame, but I put that there, and a little filigree metal piece on top, and a little piece of a jewelry clasp down there on the bottom. I've got a metal flower right here, which I think is a Memento one from Michael's. And it's just poking out from behind the R2. Right here it looks like there's a rosebud, but again, that is one of these that I just peeled all of the layers off, so it's like a tiny little rosebud. Really pretty. I've got a Tim Holtz trinket pin poking out right here, and right here on this big beautiful chipboard, or actually it's wood, a big wood window piece I have a key coming off over here, and I put a chipboard gear on that key and then a little washer on top of it, so it's really layered. And then I put the little flourish coming out from behind there as well. I've got a hinge over here coming off of the window, and then just some gears poking out over here with that little piece of the R2 flower and another little washer. And then up here I've just got a metal hinge, really pretty decorative one that I put there with the little flourishes coming out of it, and a Tim Holtz plaquette that has been sprayed. You can see it's just really, really pretty and shimmery. Now I've got some little baby R8s and pink tone and just a bunch of spraying. After I adhered everything down, I just took a paintbrush and kind of dipped them in all of my mists. I don't ever really adhere to just one brand of mist. I use pretty much everything. So this had a lot of Lindy Stamp Gang and shimmers and Tattered Angels and just a bunch of different ones, whatever the colors were that I wanted to use. I just grabbed those off my shelf. So it's really romantic, but you can still see it's got my grungy side to it as well. The seam binding got sprayed too, so it's really, really pretty and it all blends in. So that is my book box. I hope you guys like it. Like I said, there will be more pictures on my blog and a detailed list of all of the I Am Roses products that I used. And I will put a link to I Am Roses down below as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Bye!